So now to the finalists of the men's Cox pairs. Only 11 entries in this particular category, but these are the 6 that have made it through to the final. Closest to you, Greece. And then to their right will be the trio for Italy. Italy, who were so successful over the years with the Abagnale brothers. Then the United States are in lane 3, and Australia in lane 4. Ukraine from lane 5, and completing the lineup furthest away will be Romania.
The fastest qualifiers were the United States. They really flew in their first race. 2 blonde, dyed blonde oarsmen there in the middle in the light boat, but they're slowest away just here, and it looks really as if it's the Italians who've gone out in front.
In fact, the Greeks have also made a very good start, and they must be in high spirits. I don't know whether they partied last night, but it was last night that the news came through that Athens had won the honour of hosting the 2004 Olympic Games. So who knows, Dan, maybe that'll inspire them to something today.
Well, Australia here, an effective pair. David Cameron, sculler turned rower, sitting in the stroke seat. Nick McDonald-Crowley behind him, and David Colvin in the coxswain seat. But it's a pretty close fit here for the first 300 metres. Not a lot in it. And it's Greece who seem to be picking up the running there. Greece closest to us.
Indeed, Konstantin Karlotis with Georgios Photon and Labros Rizos, the coxswain with the race plan in the bow. And they making the early moves.
They're looking very long and solid. Tor Nielsen has been advising the Greek team, and he's produced a very good squad here. And that is very confident rowing from the Greek pair.
But they've got their hands full, I think, with the United States and Australia in the middle of the regatta course as we come through to the end of the first quarter. And it will be just, in fact, the bow of the Romanian boat right on the far side, which I think has just got the advantage from the Greek boat on the near side. So it's very, very close at the moment.
Bouncing the boat quite a bit, but this is a big man's event, the strong man's event in this Cox pair. Carrying the Cox. It's a world champion event, not an Olympic event. Been downgraded a bit, but not for the athletes who are actually taking part. For them and for all athletes, all these events are just as important as each other. Good solid strength there with their leg drive, well connected through the back. Very nice movement, very confident rowing. Nice look across there just to see what Romania is doing. Already Romania beginning to drop back a little bit. But coming now on them are the United States, and in lane 2, Italy. Bowman in Italy losing quite a lot there on the catch. He's wasting quite a lot. Blade high up in the air, and he misses the catch. But there, in lane 3, the United States moving very well.
Ukraine, Yevgen Sharonin and Roman Grinovich. Both men who've come out of the Romanian 8, which finished 10th in the Olympic Games last year. And at the moment on the far side, they're leading the race. Interesting enough, the Romanians took the silver medal last year in Scotland in this event in the World Championships, but this is a new combination for them. Coming to the 1,000 metre point, and you can see now in lane number 3, it's the United States who are moving up very smoothly to take the advantage now. And I would say it's going to be the USA from Greece, first and second as they go through 1,000 metres, with then probably in third place Italy, and those should be the first 3.
Well, the United States pair is very interesting. They've only been together for 3 weeks. The stroke man, Jordan Irving, rode for Oxford in the boat race in March, and then went through with them to Henley. He only flew back to America 3 or 4 weeks ago, and here he is in the stroke seat of a boat that's moving extremely well. They're rowing it not like a Cox pair at all. There's very little check on the boat. It's running very nicely together here, and for a brand new pair, this is quite a revelation.
Yeah, the other men in the partnership, Scott Fentress in the bow, and the man with the race plan, Nicholas Anderson, and they're all young men, 22, 23 years of age, so plenty of rowing ahead of them.
Yes, Jordan Irving from Yale won the Yale-Harvard race 2 years ago. Just failed to win the boat race for Oxford this year, but sitting in that stroke seat, he's setting up the rhythm beautifully.
quite impressed with the Greek crew here. They've stuck to their task very well, and they're still in second place at the moment.
Their rate hasn't really varied at all. They've been very, very solid, very consistent there, using their power in this in this event very effectively. But they're beginning to wind it up now because they can feel Italy coming at them a little bit.
And also Australia. Australia at the moment probably the biggest threat to the Greeks in the second place. You can see the green and gold. And the green and gold there of Nicholas McDonagh-Crowley and David Cameron, with the coxswain David Colvin. He's the man with the master plan for Australia. The Italians just a little bit behind now, Dan.
Yeah, they're beginning to lose ground. I think that technically they're still a bit raw. They're not quite as effective as they might be and as you would normally expect from Italian crews. But they're still there in the hunt, still fighting for a medal. But it's United States now who have half a length, three-quarters of a length now on Greece, and Australia beginning to put pressure on Greece here as they come into the last 500 metres.
Then it's Italy, and the final two at the moment, the Ukraine and Romania. Now the Greeks, well, they've done a good job up to now. Can they fight back on the Americans? Can they perhaps more realistically hold off the Australians?
Yeah, because the Australians really are beginning to move. He's a big man, David Cameron. He's an experienced man and he's always been a good finisher, but they're really winding it up, really pushing for it. And the Greeks haven't quite got the same experience as these men, and they will have a lot of quite a struggle to hold them off. Australia beginning to come, and now Greece beginning to wind it up as well. Greece winding it up. They can see the United States out of the corner of their eye as well, because they're moving on the United States. And now it's these three, all three of these crews, now pushing for the line. United States trying to hold on, seeing Australia coming up on the outside as well.
Indeed, the United States really are being attacked on either side at the moment now, and these three have drawn well clear, so the medals are going to rest between these three countries. Australia on the far side, then it's the United States, Greece at the bottom of the picture. What a famous day this is going to be for them if they can hold on for this bronze medal, but it's nip and tuck, bow to bow. Australia and the United States in the white boat. On the top there, Australia in the yellow boat. Oh! United States just had the boat going on the right stroke, and that's what's really got them through there.
That was an amazing finish, and they don't know yet who got it. Very hard to tell when you're in the boat there, focused as they are. They don't really know yet whether they've got it or whether Australia got through them, but they must have been pretty frightened by that fearsome last 500 from Australia. And look at that, just a bow ball between them.
On the surge.
Fantastic finish there. What a great effort there from Australia to come from way back, with Greece winning a first medal for Greece there, bronze medal, half a length down.
The difference between gold and silver, just 0.06 of a second, just a few centimetres.
Great rowing there from the American pair. It was very interesting to see how the boat was running so smoothly. You can see there's very little bounce there, very good pickup, very little check on the stern of the boat. More power there from the Australians as they seek to close the gap.
Jordan Irving.
And Matt Smith, the executive director of FISA, presents the medal first to Scott Fentress, now to Jordan Irving.
Nicholas Anderson.
And finally, not to be forgotten, Nicholas Anderson, the coxswain. Good race.
The
final of the women's fours, and in lane number one will be the United States. The United States who've won this title for the past